Hey, how you doing, guys? It's me, Amin again. So yeah, I think it's day number 86. I'm not entirely sure, guys. Guessing it's day number 86 of my MPCA journey. So what I'm going to do today, guys, is I want to kind of do. There's going to be two parts to this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just do my usual, buying my ad packs, compounding outside the system, as well as I've got a lot of leadership commission here as well. So that's inside the system, but that counts as fresh funds as well. So I'm going to put that all together and yeah, basically I'm going to show you exactly what I do. And then the second part of this video, what I want to do is take you through my strategy again, because there's been slight amendments to my strategy. And I'm the way I'm doing my strategy might be slightly different to like 99% of you out there, and I'll explain to you why exactly I'm doing it slightly differently, but maybe 95% of you out there should follow the strategy exactly as it is. So first of all, let's take a quick look into my account. 29 BTC in ad pack earnings so far. Cool. 513 active packs. I've had a few just expire. 139 referrals. Now, guys, if you're wondering why haven't I done a video in a while, it's because I've been speaking to my team. I've been helping people a lot, and when I help people on Skype. I have meetings on Skype, and I've been doing that a lot lately with loads of people. So that kind of takes up the whole day when you're speaking to 4 or 5 different people on Skype, and kind of each time it takes like an hour or two, which is cool. That's fine. I don't mind doing that. But when I'm doing that, I'm probably not going to be able to do a few videos that day either, right? So anyway, my balance is looking good. I've got 0.6 in earnings there, over zero point 0.6, 0.499 in my leaders commission, and I've got 0.176 in my what do you call it, in my commissions balance, right? So I think what I'm going to do, guys, as you can see in my blockchain wallet here, I've got 1.2 in my BTC earnings, in my BTC balance. I didn't withdraw any yesterday from here. I didn't do any compounding outside the system yesterday, because for me to get my withdrawal yesterday took a little bit of time. Like I received my BTC later in the afternoon, and I actually got things done early in the morning. So basically, I didn't do any compounding outside the system yesterday. But what I'm going to do today is basically combine these two and just make it up to this is going to be, let's say, 1 Bitcoin, because I've got 0.6 here, and I've got almost 0.5 here. So what I'm going to do is basically just add the 1 Bitcoin direct from here, okay, because it counts as 1 Bitcoin. And then I'm gonna withdraw this and withdraw 0.4 from here, and then that's basically me taking that 1 Bitcoin back into my wallet. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that first. All right, so go to purchase ad pack. Okay, so I'm here on the purchase ad pack page, and I need to select my processor here, because I'm going to pay using blockchain. Select agree to terms and conditions. I'm going to have 10 ad packs, and that amounts to 1 Bitcoin there. So let's go ahead and pay now. So yeah, this is the coin payments page. I'm just going to fill out my details here, and then continue to the checkout. Okay, so this is the page where they've given me a Bitcoin address. So I need to send 1 Bitcoin to this address here. So I'm just going to copy this, double click on it, right click, and then copy, and then go to my blockchain wallet, send. Okay, select send. For some reason it's not allowing me to do that. So I'm just going to paste the details here. 1 Bitcoin here, and then next step. Okay, and that's the fees. It's charging me 0.00048. It's like 4 cents. Okay, I agree to that. Okay, so there you go. There you heard the beep there. That's 1 Bitcoin sent to that address here. So I can go back to my coin payments page here, and within like a few seconds or maybe a minute or so, this page is going to refresh, and then it's going to prompt me to go back to the seller store. Okay, so here I am. It's kind of refreshed, and it's telling me to continue to seller store. So I just need to click on that there. Okay, so we're back here now. Now I added one Bitcoin from my Bitcoin wallet. So I'm going to withdraw one Bitcoin and I'm going to do 0.6 from my earnings because I had over 0.6 in my earnings, and I'm going to withdraw 0.4 from my leaders commission. Okay, so let's go ahead and just do that now. So I'm on the withdraw page here. You can see I've got over 0.6 here. I just need to put 0.6 here in the amount box and use my earnings balance here, and then click on next. So now it's just asking me for my withdrawal details. Okay, so that withdrawal has been put through. The request is here. You can see it's pending here, 0.6 from the earnings balance. I'm going to go back and withdraw another 0.4, and that's going to make it up to 1 Bitcoin withdrawal today. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm back on the withdrawal page here, and you can see in my cash balance I've got here 0.4999. I'm going to withdraw 0.4 of that to make it up to 1 Bitcoin withdrawn today. This is the cash balance. Cash balance and the leadership commission is basically the same thing. So we just select here cash balance, go ahead, submit. And now it's basically the same thing. Just enter my security details here and submit withdrawal. Okay, so that withdrawal has been put through, and now I believe I'm going to have, I'm going to probably be able to buy another one or two ad packs with whatever money is in my commissions and earnings balance, whatever's left over there. So let's go ahead and spend the rest of that money, and then we can carry on and look at the calculator, and I'll get on to the strategy part of the video. So I want to just scroll down here and select these ad packs here, 0.1 BTC ad packs. Okay, so if we scroll down, we can see in my commissions balance I've got 0.176. In my earnings balance I've got 0.247. So I think, yeah, I can buy 2 of these 0.1 BTC ad packs, because I think those two combined make over 0.2. So I'm hoping my maths is correct. You never know. Let's just see, and I need to select both earnings and commissions because I'm using both of them, and use commissions first, why not? And then let's go ahead and see if that works. Cool, excellent. So that's all my money spent. I've purchased 1 Bitcoin worth of ad packs using my blockchain processor. I've withdrawn 1 Bitcoin from my earnings and my leaders commission, and I've also repurchased a 0.2 Bitcoin worth of ad packs using whatever money was left over. Cool. So let's now go ahead and go to the pool 1, like the safety zone calculator, and I'm going to add those figures up, and I'm going to show you that hopefully my pool 1 today has increased by another 1 Bitcoin. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay guys, so here we are on the safety zone calculator made by my team member Daniel. There's different sides of the calculator. There's this side, and there's the advanced side here. I don't use this at all. The only one I use really is this one, because this one just shows pool 1. This is the pool 1 calculation. I don't really need to know pool 2 or pool 3 because, quite frankly, I don't ever want to go there, so it doesn't make any difference to me. So basically what I'm going to do is add 1 Bitcoin here, okay, and withdraw. From the withdrawn, it's 0.6 Bitcoin, because the 0.4 Bitcoin I withdrew from the leadership commission does not count as into the pool system. So I only have to withdraw 0.4 here, and I'll add 1 here. Okay, so I'm actually going to add more than 1 Bitcoin here. That should go to about 20, around about 22 Bitcoin. That's going to go to in terms of my pool 1. So let's do that here. Change this to 10.6. Okay, and then withdraw another 0.4 here. So that'll be 4.41. Okay, so there you go, over 22 Bitcoin now in my safety zone. So I'm just going to save this. Okay, and that's basically it, guys. That's my pool 1 so far. So today I've added quite a lot to my pool 1 safety zone. So it's looking good. Now every day, eventually I'm going to get to the point where I'm compounding 1 Bitcoin a day outside the system. So that's going to go up like quite fast. Within like a month or 2, that's going to go up to like 60 Bitcoin or something like that, right? So so cool. So now let's go ahead and talk about the strategy. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull up my strategy sheet and then kind of talk you through it now. Okay, guys, so this is, as you can see, this is my my 5-phase strategy. Sorry if you can't see the top here. I think the screen's not recording the whole thing, but basically this just says Amin's 5-phase strategy up there. Basically it's pretty much very similar, well, near enough exactly the same as what I showed you before in about maybe 5 or 6 videos ago. But there are some slight changes, so I'm just going to go over it quickly and show you you know, what I'm doing and why it's slightly different to what I recommend 95% of you out there to do. Okay, so here we go. So for the first 2 months, you know, you need to deposit as much as you can possibly afford. Okay, and the reason behind that is so that you build up momentum fast right from the very beginning. Okay, you want the curve to start going up faster. Okay, so that, what I mean by that is just you want to start building up momentum. Okay, and it's actually better for you because you'll get to the point where you want to withdraw your seed money faster. Okay, if you deposit small in the beginning, then it's going to take you a longer time to get to the point where you want to withdraw your seed money. Okay, and the longer time it's taking, the more liability there is for you. All right, so I hope that's making sense. So this stage here, it's 2 months, 100% repurchasing, just purely building up your account. Make sure you contact me before you get started for the correct membership strategy, because depending on how much you want to get started with, it's important to buy the right membership. Otherwise you'll be wasting, you know, 0.2 Bitcoin or whatever it is, right? And then phase 2 is the same. Basically, this is where your initial ad packs drop off. So if you start with let's say 5 Bitcoin, this is where your Bitcoin will drop off, and this is where you need to rebuild again. And this is between 3 to 6 weeks. It took me 1.5 weeks to get this done, but for the normal like non-recruiter, it will take 3 to 6 weeks. Okay, so that's why I put 3 to 6 weeks here. If you've got a team of 50, 100 people or whatever, it will take less than that. Okay, but not everyone can do that, right? So, you know, it's only like 5, maybe 2% of the people out there that are actually online marketers. The rest of the people, they just want to kind of work the system. So this, for the average person, is 3 to 6 weeks. Okay, and then this stage here is just kind of rebuilding, repurchase 100% until you reach 70% of your target. Maybe start compounding outside of the system if big account or refs. Now this is the point I'm trying to make. Okay, before in my last strategy video, I basically said here that you know, you should, you know, this is the stage where you can start compounding outside the system. Why do we compound outside the system? Is to increase the capacity of pool 1, like I've just shown you there, right? Every time you compound outside the system, you're increasing the capacity of pool 1. Okay, so this basically, you know, 95% of the people would do it at this stage here, because this stage here is still going to be like 2 or 3 months, 3 or 4 months, this whole thing here, right? So you're still going to have plenty of time, like 100 days, 120 days to build up your pool 1 capacity, you know. And if you built up your account quite big up to this point, you know, it's gonna be growing like, you know, 1 Bitcoin a day or 1.5 Bitcoin a day, which is more than enough, right? But if you've got a big account, like I've got a fairly big account in MPCA, right? Compared to a lot of people at this stage, you know, it's been just 3 months for me, and I've got like, you know, 500 and something, 500 and, you know, today it's going to be like 530 ad packs or something like that, right? So that's quite big, right? So I can compound outside the system because I've got to that stage where, you know, I can do it with like 0.6 or 1 Bitcoin a day or whatever, right? Plus I've got referral commission as well, right? So it's not going to affect me as badly for me to wait until I have some Bitcoin to compound outside the system. Sorry guys, I'm just going to turn that off. My phone's going to just keep on beeping. For me to wait to compound outside the system, because you've got to wait for your funds to grow a bit before you can kind of start doing that, right? it's not going to affect me that badly because I've got referral commission here. And referral commission, obviously, you can't withdraw the normal referral commission, and that kind of covers my loss in time, right? But 95% of the people out there, you're not going to have like 100 referrals, 140 referrals, or whatever it is, right? So that's why I say for 95% of the people, you get to this stage here and then start thinking about compounding outside the system. Yeah, all the way up to this point, which is about 5 months, 5 or 6, I'd say about at least 5 months, you don't even have to worry about compounding outside the system, increasing the capacity of pool 1. You'd only do it here in phase 3 if you've got an extremely big account. Like one of my guys, he's got like 26 Bitcoins or whatever he started his account with. I would recommend him to start compounding outside the system in this phase here. After he's passed phase 2 and in the middle of phase 3, start compounding here. But, other than that, if you've got a lot of referrals like I have, or, other people have, then you can start compounding outside the system here. But if you're like 95% of the other people out there and you just want to work the system, you've got maybe, 5, 10, 20 referrals or whatever it is, then you should start compounding outside the system here in phase 4. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's just a little tweak in my strategy that I wanted to really explain to you guys. Because I've been getting questions. Hey, Amin, how come you start compounding outside the system? You're in the beginning of phase 3. I thought you said, you should do it at phase 4. So basically, this is the reason why, guys, because my account is fairly big and I've got a lot of referrals, right? So I can afford to do that. It's a luxury. It's a luxury. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a luxury. So most people don't have that luxury because you're not online marketers, right? So for most people, you need to do it in phase 4. Hope that makes sense, guys. If you got any questions, leave a comment in the comment box below. Drop me a message. My Facebook link is in the description box below. Okay, so cool stuff. If you need help with the strategy, you're not a member yet, join me. My link is in the description. Click the link. You can team up with me. Drop me a message on Facebook. We can have a chat on Skype and I can discuss this whole strategy with you like I have been doing with other people, and we can kind of get this thing moving forward. So until the next time, guys, take care. Adios. That's day 86, I think, done, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.